Hey YouTube, it's JBand22 checking in on day 2 post-op. I said I posted a short one yesterday to kind of just give a brief update on how I was doing after surgery on Thursday morning. But today I'm going to get in a little bit more detail, let you know exactly how I'm doing, what I've experienced so far, and just a little bit of that. So Thursday morning, checked in the hospital about 5:45. Surgery was 9 o'clock. Prior to the surgery, just some of the stuff they put me through. They started an IV. Yes, as the big wimp I am, I almost fainted. I don't know if it was just because I hadn't eaten or what, but I was watching them put in the IV and it wasn't starting, so they were moving the tube back and forth in my hand, and cold sweats, dizziness. Needless to say, it was kind of embarrassing, but I didn't faint, but cold sweats. Put the bed back, put a cold cloth on my head, and about 5-6 minutes later I was fine. But that was kind of embarrassing. Even the nurse called me a wimp. So they did that. They gave me a shot of Lovenox, which Lovenox is to prevent blood clots. And they gave me a shot of that in the belly. That stung a little, but nothing too bad. Disrobed, weighed, all that stuff. I weighed there. I believe it was 311. At home that morning before I left, I weighed 306.7, so there's just some discrepancy in the scales. As always, I'm going by my home scale because that's the one I'm going to be weighing on forever. So that's the one that I weighed around 330 to begin with, and before I left for the surgery that morning, I was 306.7. So Thursdays are going to become my new weigh-in dates just because that's my surgiversary as far as each week goes. So I haven't weighed since the surgery. I'm gonna do my best to not weigh until next Thursday, and probably do a video on Saturday and let you know how that went. So met with the doctor, met with the anesthesiologist prior to surgery. Just came in and asked if there's any questions. Didn't have any real questions, so all that was good. They wheeled me into the surgery room, which was kind of intimidating, I have to admit. But you know, everything is obviously as sterile as possible, and so it's white. Everyone's in there with masks and white gloves. And the coolest thing about it was they have you on, and I don't know if everybody else is going to be the same, but this hospital was, but they have you on what they call like this hover mattress, and they fill it up with air. And I'm guessing that they use it on most weight loss surgery patients that are probably a little bit heavier and a little bit harder to move from the bed that you're on in the hospital to the bed that you're going to be on in surgery. But basically it fills up with air, and then it kind of hovers, and they just easily move you over to the surgery table, and then they deflate it. So needless to say, it was pretty cool. So they gave me a shot of a sedative, and then they gave me a shot of something, and the anesthesiologist was talking to me, and the next thing I know, I was out, and I was waking up in recovery. So, went over to recovery, was in recovery for about an hour and a half, kind of in and out of sleep as far as that goes, and they wheeled me over to a short stay where my wife was waiting for me, and they wanted me to drink 1 ounce of water every 15 minutes, and they wanted me to do 8 ounces. So that was 2 hours, and they wanted me to do that. So I started on that. Pretty after about the first 15-20 minutes, I got up and started walking around, as I did not want to get the gas pain that most people, or that a lot of people have complained about getting. Some did get it, some don't, and I just know that walking was one of the main contributors to not getting it, so I wanted to make sure I did that. So I was up walking around, wasn't in a whole bunch of pain. Obviously just some uncomfortability from the surgery. Came back, was drinking the water. They didn't want me to go until I was able to urinate. As it ended up throughout the whole time spent, I never did go. I went to the bathroom the last time and lied and said that I had urinated, and they let me go. And then soon after I got home, I was able to. So, but all in all, checked in at 5:45, and I was home by 2:30 in the afternoon. And that was Thursday. So it's 1:30 now on Saturday, so it's been almost 2 full days. Thursday, Friday. So it's been almost 2 full days. The worst part of the pain has been right here in my chest. I have felt tightness, The doctor did come out and tell my wife that when he was placing the lap band, I had a lot of extra tissue around the upper part of my stomach. So he said that I will probably feel restriction right from the start, which I have. I haven't had any PBing or anything like that, but I've been drinking very small amounts. Have had some protein shakes, and again, very small amounts. Anything that would be considered a large sip, though, causes some discomfort in this area, and I'm attributing a lot of that to gas right now. Today it's a lot better than what it was yesterday, and I'm imagining tomorrow it's going to be a lot better than what it was today. So going through that, other than that, I did not sleep in the bed either the first night or last night. We have like a lazy boy chair, and I'm on the CPAP machine, and I haven't been able to sleep in the lazy boy chair before without the CPAP just because I snore and bad sleep apnea and I end up waking myself up. But with the CPAP both nights, I've slept fantastic. Haven't taken very much of my pain medication. I'm not a big pain medication guy. They prescribed oxycodone. Very, very, very tiny tablets, so that you can actually, get them down if you've got some swelling where the lap band has been placed. I took one. I didn't take one until I went to bed Thursday night when I got home from the surgery. I took one about 10 a.m. yesterday morning, and I didn't take another one until I went to bed last night. And so I've only taken 3 since I've been back, and I haven't taken any today. Been up, took my son to swim lessons. My wife did the swim lessons with him today, as I didn't. And other than that, I've been pretty good. It's actually been really good. So I'm really, really anxious to see what the scale shows on Thursday. Looking forward to start getting some foods. This liquid diet, there's no way around it. This liquid diet blows. So I've got obviously a week and a half, or a little over a week and a half more of doing this. So today I mixed in some Crystal Light to kind of break up the water. Had a protein shake this morning. Tonight I'm actually going to try to do some tomato soup mixed with 2% milk. Just trying to keep the protein up. I know I'm not hitting my full protein. I'm coming nowhere near 1,000, 1,200 calories in a day. I've probably only having maybe between the 2 protein shakes, maybe 600 calories in a day, 500 calories, something like that. I'm not coming anywhere near it. But I know that'll all go up. I haven't really had any hunger pains, nothing like that either. Like I said, it just went from the surgery. The only thing that's been kind of weird that I'm going to have checked out, if it doesn't improve, is the incision where the port is. You can see the port. The port is clearly sticking through my skin, or sticking out of my skin. So there is a noticeable bump there where the port is. So I don't know if that's going to go down as the swelling goes down, but that, out of all the incisions, that's the only one that I'm receiving any pain in at all, is right there where the port is. And my wife was the same way. Her port incision was the one that had caused her the most discomfort as well. So I'd say as of right now, 2 days out, the only discomfort I'm feeling is a little bit, which I attribute to gas in the chest, and then the incision where the port is. Other than that, I'm good. So that's it. I know some of you have posted some great comments on my last video feed. Thank you so much for the support. I'll be getting back to responses on those hopefully today or this evening. Hang in there for those of you that haven't had the surgery yet. Trust me, with me, it was a waiting game. The insurance company messed up a couple times. The weight loss center I went to messed up a couple times. It eventually got done, and I'm just excited to be on my way. I do have to say that I had a really weird feeling on the way to the hospital that morning. Some apprehension almost fear, not to the surgery, but to this whole, I knew what a lifestyle change it was going to be. I'm going to get into that a little bit more in another post or another video log here on YouTube, but yeah, it was a little bit of apprehension to where I'm just like, gosh, there's all these foods. Food was a major part of my life, whether it be lunches at work or, home with the family, and it's just not going to be anymore. But those thoughts quickly faded into the distance when I started thinking of smaller clothes, looking better, actually being able to walk into a building and look at myself in the front doors, where I'd always walked in with my head down so I wouldn't have to see myself in the mirrors of the doors or anything like that. So those are the things that are now popping in my head that are going to change for the better. So So with that, for those of you that have banded, keep rocking. You guys are doing great out there. Love the support. Love the community here. Everything's been great, and just so happy that I'm finally one of the banded now, and my wife and I can continue on this journey together. So I'll be looking for my next video update. I don't know if I'm going to do one during the week or not, but I'll definitely do one no later than next Saturday. So thank you again for all the comments. Thanks for watching. JBand22 checking out, and I'll talk to you all soon. Bye-bye.